are live, baby. It is Jays4Dayz on Sunday. Happy Labor Day weekend to everybody. Okay, let me fix this. I didn't have time to really set up because I had to do 1,000 mommy duties. But hey, who's counting, right? Who's counting? All my people out there who got 1,000,000 responsibilities, raise your hand if you can. Right here. I look tired too. I'm actually not tired. I'm actually doing really well. I'm happy to be here on Jays4Dayz. Let me make sure my internet is good because I got my own little box. I got my own little system. Okay, we got somebody in the building. So, first of all, happy first Sunday. TG! What up, boo? Thank you for coming in because this is actually a very different show. And I wanted to do something different for the simple fact that next week we'll have Jays4Dayz back booming. We'll have Jays4Dayz, a new guest. Actually, Naya Lorraine is coming on the show, and she is one dope artist. So thank you, TG, for coming in the building with your sis. Stick around if you can because I got some really good stuff lined up that I want to do tonight, which is a non-typical Jays4Dayz Sunday. So one, I want to say thank you guys for coming in the building. I see a couple other people tuning in, slowly coming in. Thank you guys. Not sweet like the drink, baby. I got a good lineup. Okay, so I wanted to do something different. Yes, sneakers is Jays4Dayz is all about sneaker talk. Jays4Dayz is all about having people come on and represent and having people showcase their top 3 Jordans and tell the story behind that shoe. Because every article that I read, it's always saying that there is a story behind every shoe. And it's true. Every shoe that I cop, there's a reason for me copying that shoe. So I wanted to do something a little bit different tonight. I know we are not that quickly into the show. One, I want to pay some respects to Michael Jordan's father, Robert Jordan Sr. We're going to be talking about him a little bit throughout this showcase, throughout this breakout session. If you're in a job where you have trainings and they have breakout sessions, it's not a long session. So I want to put that out there. So we're not going to be on here very long. Plus, I got to go cook because like I told you, I have 1,000,000 mother responsibilities. And one of them for today, because hubby helps out with that. I ain't that type of woman. And I am open enough to say that I ain't that type of woman that be in the kitchen every day. You got me all the way messed up. I'll get in there sometimes, sometimes more than I want to. But at the end of the day, hubby helps out in that area because it's too many mouths to feed up in this house. So anyway, getting back to it. So we're going to break out. So TG, there's some other people in the building. I can't see their name. They haven't said anything, but thank you guys for coming in. Before we get this show popping, I want to say, please, if you're new to the building, make sure you press subscribe. My goal is to get to 500 by the end of November. I know my reality. So I'm asking for you to like the video, press subscribe, and share my channel because this channel is different than everyone else's channel. And that's the point because we're all individuals and I love it. Okay, here we go. So the reason for me to think about doing a breakout training, so to speak, and education behind what is it to be a sneakerhead. You know, we all copping sneakers and we do a dang on good job at doing that. However, a lot of us, including myself, really don't know the history behind, one, the word sneakerhead. Two, where did sneakers come from anyway? Who initiated, who started all of this? I am a researcher by nature and I'm a learner by heart. And if you put me in something, I want to know more than just the actual cop. I want to know the why. You know what I'm saying? I want to know the why. Why? Why did all this occur? Why? How did we get here? 2023. We are here now with the Air Jordan brand being one of the biggest brands in the world. But how did we get here? So BrEAKoUt, come all the way back to me. I want y'all to go all the way back. Now, I'm going to put some questions down here at the bottom. Some of y'all might want to stay here because some of y'all careers may end up enhancing where you may get selected to be on that eBay sneaker show. And a lot of these questions don't come from the eBay sneaker show, but they always ask you history related questions. And most of the contestants don't know okay? So we're going to do that today. Are you ready? Drum roll, please. Before we get started, let me take that sip. And let's get started. Okay. First question on the board. Here we go. I'm going down. Let me go up. Okay, here we go. Oh, I got about 10 questions, y'all, for this show, and then we out of here. Who developed the first sneaker? Who was the originator, the founder of the first sneaker ever made? I'm going to give you 5 seconds to type in the chat box who originated and produced and designed the first sneaker. 5 seconds and go. Bingo, baby. Sneakers were made to sneak. Oh, as we can see down there, let me take that off of, hold on. Let me take that off of, move my light. Hold on. Let's take that off of stroll. I want to be able to see the answer. Okay, here we go. Sneakers were made to sneak. I'm pretty sure some of us got some stories of wearing some sneakers that we were sneaking and doing some stuff, knowing good God well you weren't supposed to be doing that. But you hit on your sneaker when you were doing that. I need to make that a question on my show. What type of sneaking did you do in your sneakers? Matter of fact, if you're in the chat, comment down below. What is one of your amazing sneaking stories that you did in your sneakers? So that was the original design in 1917 by Henry Nelson McKinney. He was the advertising executive at a company called N.W. Ayer & Sons, coined the word sneaker. So he came up with the idea of creating a rubber sole so that people would not hear you coming. But as you can see throughout time, that has changed because you can definitely hear me walking down the hallway in this hard sneaker. So at the end of the day, I don't know how much Henry Nelson got away with, but Henry was the original designer to producing what we have today, sneakers. Thank you, Henry. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, here we go. Keep going. What city was sneaker culture founded? What city was sneaker culture founded? Like, y'all know this. Y'all know this. Comment down below. Hold on. I need to go live on Instagram with this. I wish I could do that some kind of way. What sneaker? You got 5 seconds. What city was sneaker culture founded in? New York, I live in there's nothing you can do out of New York. New York City, baby. New York City. So, New York, I'm paying homage to New York. New York is one vibe place. I think LA and New York to me is hand in hand. And I want to say this. It was about the breakdancing. It was about the NBA scouts, scouting ball players off the courts. in the neighborhoods in New York. So New York actually was the sneaker culture founding city. As you can see, breakdancing was a big part of how the sneaker culture was originated in the 1970s, around the time I want to say when hip hop was birthed. And I want to say it was all over New York City. More than likely, some of the populated areas of where my people resided is where you saw most of those sneakers worn. So you got a guy right here, looks like he actually got on the what? I can't zoom in on that, but I see some ponies. I see some red, some hard shell Adidas. I see some Converses. So actually, sneaker culture was founded in the beautiful Big Apple, New York City. So thank you, New York, for putting this on the map. Breakdancing had a lot to do with sneakers. Basketball had a lot to do with sneakers. When sneakers were originally made to play croquet and tennis in. That was the original reason for sneakers to take place, for people to wear them to play tennis and croquet. And we all know that Black folks ain't playing no croquet. And before Serena and Venus, who were the Black tennis players? I'll wait. Do you know? Because I don't. Obviously, nobody else does either. So we got to pay homage to New York. Thank you, New York City, for starting that sneaker culture. And it was founded in New York. I bet you guys, I bet you $100, and I'll send the money to you, that it was founded around the same time as hip hop. So I think I want to say that, should we be celebrating 50 years of sneaker culture like we're celebrating 50 years of hip hop? I don't know. Okay, here we go. We're going to keep going. Let me hide this. Okay. Oh, what statement was made about the introduction of sneakerheads? Now, this one is going to blow you away. What statement? It was a statement that they made about us, sneakerheads. And I want to say this statement started fluctuating around the 80s when breakdancing was a big deal. So I'm going to give you 5 seconds because remember, this is a breakout session of education about sneaker culture. What statement was made about the introduction of sneakerheads? Based on a Powell research survey, and from what they actually, no survey, sorry, based on Powell's research, they said this: sneakerheads were thought to be a fad group that embraced compulsive shopping behaviors. Sounds still accurate, right? I know for me it does. I mean, think about all these people who got 200 and 300 and 400 and 500 pairs of sneakers in their collection. I wouldn't necessarily want to say that they are compulsive shoppers, because not only do they have sneakers, they have clothing, they have brands, they have hats, they have nails, they have lashes, they have hair. This culture is expensive and it can require a lot from you. So do I disagree with that statement? Powell researched in 2014? No. I don't disagree with you, Powell. I believe that sneakerheads are compulsive shoppers. Comment down below if you disagree. Do you disagree that sneakerheads are compulsive shoppers? TG, are you still here? I'm not sure if you're still here, but if you want to come on in, let me know and I'll send you. Let me invite some folks. If you want to come in, I'm going to copy the actual link in the chat box. And if you want to come into the live, come into the live. It's a freebie today. I don't have a guest, so why not? But I wouldn't call us a fad group. Okay, we're not a fad. As you can see, we've been around since the 70s and 80s. Sneakerheads have dominated this subculture for close to 50 years. I'm going to coin us as being originated in 1973. And I don't care who does not agree. I agree. So there we go. We were considered a fad, y'all, and we were considered to be compulsive shoppers. Comment down below if you agree with that or if you disagree with that. This is some really cool stuff. Let me see if I can have this going. Okay, there we go. Wow, we're doing some other stuff. Okay, here we go. Sneakerheads, fad group. I can't get over that. And compulsive shoppers. Compulsive shoppers, we still are. But I don't know about the fad group. Being a sneakerhead is not a fad. It is a culture. We've been around and we're going to stay around. And we're growing. The masses of the sneakerhead culture is growing. Comment down below if you disagree. We can talk about it. Okay, here we go. This is a good one. What 4 sneakers are coined, I left that out, coined the evolution and thought to be the mark of the sneaker membership? What 4 sneakers are the evolution, coined the evolution? Kind of like the gateway. Like they say THC is the gateway, like they did say. Now, it was way more of the things like alcohol. Anyway, and thought to be the mark of the sneaker membership. So in this research paper that I read, and it talked about a sneaker membership. And a sneaker membership just means like the part of groups you hang around. They were saying that in this research paper that most sneakerheads hang with sneakerheads. And I don't disagree with them. I think that's true. But before 1985, which was a memorable part of sneaker culture with Michael Jordan, Air Jordan 1, being the brink of it all, what 4 sneakers were there before the 85 hit that made it a sneaker gateway? I'm going to give you 5 seconds to figure that out. And counting. Ooh, somebody left a comment. Let's see what they said. Can I get a birthday shout out from my buddy, Nick Girl? Wait a minute. Can you get a birthday shout out for your buddy, Nick? Oh, are you saying a racist comment on my channel? Don't do that. I will report you. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and screenshot this to YouTube. Did you say, was that a joke and I fell for it? I'm glad I didn't say it. And Sadie N-word. Do y'all see him? Let's go in on this person. Like, did they really just come on this channel and make a racist comment? Oh, I'm so glad I'm live with this. Can I get a birthday shout out for my buddy, Nick? And then they put y'all G-U-R-R. Sadie N-word. Wow. Let's go to it. Let's see what it is. Ooh, I'm reporting you. Y'all see this? Look. And let me not put this on this channel because people like this likes attention. But everybody go to Sadie N-word page and make sure you report them because they're making Black comments, Black derogatory comments. and they thought I was dumb enough to say it on my live. So let me go ahead and report you. And I just screenshotted you and I just banned you. Sadie N-word. Did y'all see that? Nick and then G-U-R. Nick. Wow. We got some really foul people in this world. Ooh, and I got 4 people watching. Did y'all see that comment? Yeah. Everybody go to Sadie N-word page. Put that fool on blast. I just got a person in the chat box trying to make a joke by calling me the N-word. The N-word. Wow. Sadie, may your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, your aunts, your uncles, your kids for generations to come, may they all have karma attached to that wannabe so-called joke. And may whatever karma come their way, they get. YouTube need to be a little bit more selective on who they put into our lives. And matter of fact, I'm sending this video straight to YouTube, whoever deals with that, because I literally was just discriminated and I had a racist comment thrown at me on my live. I hope y'all saw that. Comment down below if y'all saw that. That's crazy. Anyway, what for sneakers? Colonizers always got to come in and take things. Like, colonizers, I need y'all to sit back. I need y'all to sit back. Sadie, go sit your colonizing ass down somewhere. Anyway, let's keep going. So those 4 sneakers were Puma Clydes, Adidas Shell Toes, Converses, the Chuck Taylors, and the Ponies. Those were the 4 sneakers that were coined the evolution and thought to be the mark of sneaker membership. Actually, I did a little bit more research on those Converses. And did you guys know that those were the first shoe? Actually, let me tell you this right here. Is it coming up? Yes, it's coming up. We won't talk too much about that. But I didn't know that there was a Chuck Taylor was a basketball player for the Indiana Pacers in the early 1900s, like 1920 something. And he endorsed money into the Chuck Taylors. And that is the reason why we have the Chuck Taylors to this day. And it actually is, question, who produced the first shoe for basketball? And what year was that shoe? Who produced the first shoe for basketball? And what year? Who produced it? Oh, guys, I just got a notification back. Sadie, the person's name is Sadie N-word. Sadie, go crawl under a rock. Shady N-word was banned and their comments were removed. And YouTube is doing a thorough investigation. Whoa, they're fast. On them. Very good. Very good. I feel protected, but my generation has been going through that for so long. Let's keep going because they want that attention. Marquess Converse produced the first shoe made for basketball. So Marquess, let's look at a picture of him. Marquess was the first person to produce the first shoe made for basketball. Isn't that crazy? In 1917, and this is how we got the name Converse All-Stars. This is how we got the name Converse All-Stars. Yay! Hold on, guys. I'm about to go get my phone. Hold on. Okay. So we got to give it up to Marquess Converse. He actually made it possible and was the first person to produce a basketball shoe. Yay. Hey now. Okay, that's pretty cool. All right, hold on, y'all, 1 second. We're going to keep going in just a minute. Hold on. Okay. I didn't expect to have anybody come into this live for the simple fact that it's Labor Day weekend. I kind of figured that everybody is okay, y'all. Look, the name is Sadie N-word 775. So if y'all can look this person up, even on Instagram. And report they little stupid butts. Report them. There they go, y'all. Report them. They just made a very derogatory racist comment on my page. So please report them. Sadie N-word. And see, I go after people like this. He or she didn't came in the wrong channel, because you know what? I got a way to get your address. You don't mess with me. Don't mess with Jays4Dayz on Sunday, dude. Like, I'm from the south side of Chicago. Don't come on this page playing with my time. Don't come on this page making derogatory racist ass comments, because if I find you, I'm going to hurt you. Like, don't come on here. Don't do that. Go to somebody else or leave people alone. Okay? So there we go, y'all. We got all 4 of these. Now, the shell toes Adidas was seen with those boys from New York. Like, New York to me was the pinnacle of having people wear that hard shell toe Adidas. And wow, how wonderful is that they're in that 4 lineup. So those were the 4 shoes that paved the way. Okay, here we go. We know who produced the first basketball shoe, which was Marquise Converse. Marquise did a good job with getting that basketball shoe out there. Converse All-Stars. I feel like the Converses, though, are like underrated shoe now, when they were pretty much a top selling shoe. I wonder what made them go out of business, what put them out. Because I remember buying Converses for my sons when they were little, like when we didn't have a lot of money. Converses were it, and they always looked really good. So I'm not sure why Converses have played the most prominent role with opening up the door for Michael Jordan and all these endorsements, but nobody buys Converses anymore. Like, they don't make Converses. And I think Jordan was going to sign with Adidas, right? Before he signed with Nike. So even then, I think back then Converses was still the #1 top selling shoe as well before Michael signed with Nike. Okay, let's keep going. Here we go. What century introduced the rubber-soled shoes? What were the shoes called? What century introduced rubber-soled shoes? What were the shoes called? 5 seconds. You ready? They were called plimsolls. Okay, so the first rubber sole shoe that was ever introduced, like this shoe, rubber sole shoe, was introduced in 1917 by this person. I want y'all to know these faces, okay? Actually, I don't have the person's face, but this is what the shoe is. It's called Plimsoll. And so what happened was that these came out first, and then Marquise Converse ended up doing this with that shoe. And that is how we got Converses that way. Isn't that crazy? It all came from this shoe, which was a big shoe in the early 1900s. Marquise came, then Chuck Taylor came and turned the shoe into this. So it was just a trickle down effect. Actually, Converse was released the same year that this shoe had came out as well. So we got a little bit of a trail there. I wish some of this was founded and produced by one of my brothers. You know what I'm saying? Like, the founding faces are definitely of a different race, but that doesn't mean anything. We still appreciate you. I just want to just put that out there. I wish that there was some Black faces in those days making some really cool shoes. So we have come a long way. We have definitely come a long way. Okay, and remember, those are called Plimsolls. Okay, so listen, I have people who have reached out to me from college who are now doing dissertations and their theses on the impact of sneaker culture within education. And so one just texted me and was like, this is really educating. Thank you so much, because I have a paper due and I got some stuff I can write about. So this is probably not entertaining for all, but it is a way that you can definitely get some education. If you are here from school, if you have to write a paper about something, let me get my mic going. This is just some really educating stuff for you to be educated about. My bad, I got a lot going on. I'm shaking some stuff around. So just use this time as a way of decompressing, watching me on your TV or your phone, and taking you a sip and just letting me educate you on this amazing history behind sneakers and sneaker culture. Okay, here we go. How many shoes do you believe Air Jordan brand has sold from 1985 to 2019? Now, I don't know 2019 to 2023 because I couldn't find that information, and I'm pretty sure it has doubled because this was before COVID. Okay, so I'm going to give you 5 seconds. How many shoes, comment down below, that you believe Air Jordan brand has sold from 1985 to 2019? Thank you to Mox 2019 research. Over 100 million pairs have been sold since 1985 to 2019. Over 100 million pairs. Whoa. Some rich folks sitting at the top. That's crazy. That's crazy. Over 100 million pairs. Okay, let's keep going. What culture is historically and currently the heart of sneaker culture? Like, come on, y'all know that. Comment down below. What culture? That's why we get people in the chat like dummy Sadie. You know, people like that in the chat constantly hating on the Black race. Like, what did we do to y'all? Like, come on, we didn't do anything. Like, why are you on my page putting a joke out there, knowing that I read comments and I may fall for that? Like, why? So this is to Sadie, the N-word, because you jealous, boo, and you wish you had this skin color and you was this culture. What culture is historically and currently the heart of the sneaker culture? Yeah. What's up, Will? What's up, Walk It Talk It TV? Hey, Will. Can somebody answer that question? What culture is historically and currently the heart of sneaker culture? Take a wild guess. It is going to be what? Come on, y'all already know. The African American are historically and culturally the heart of sneaker culture, as the first exhibited in the late 1970s and the early 80s through its alignment with Black youth culture. Hence, breakdancing. Hence, basketball playing. Hence, b-ball. Hence, all that. Venice Beach, baby, basketball. Hence, movies with Spike Lee, Do the Right Thing. All of these are the heart of sneaker culture, which it has been historically coined by Sherda, who is the researcher of this actual fact. African Americans are historically and currently the heart of sneaker culture. Shout out to my culture, baby. No offense, but shout out to Black culture. I love us. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, let's keep going. Here we go. We're almost done, y'all. We're getting to the end. Okay. Another one. What is, because you know what? The reason why I put this out here in this breakout session is because a lot of people know so much about shoes. They know so much about the colorway, the history, the why, the theme, the everything. But if you ask somebody at SnEAkER, or you ask somebody at Sneaker Exit, or any of these sneaker events, what is Michael Jordan's mother and father's name? I bet you 95% of those people do not know. So I'm going to give you 5 seconds to comment down below. Don't Google it. What is Michael Jordan's mother? Who is the reason why we have signature shoes out there? Hello? What are their names? 5 seconds. And go. I hope you said James R. Jordan Sr. and Dolores Jordan. Now, I have some young ones watching me right now, okay? And your parents are buying these very expensive shoes. But there was a woman that was the reason why all of this occurred. And I'm going to shout her out a little bit later. But as we see, we have Michael, we have Dolores, and we have Robert R. Jordan Sr. Rest in peace, Michael Jordan's dad. That is their names. Most people are so into within the sneaker culture at these sneaker events. What the why? Why did you get into it? What was your nostalgic shoe? What was the reasoning for your childhood sneaker copping? Nobody ever talks about these two important people and why we should say their name. Just like Breonna Taylor, we should say their name. Dolores Jordan, God bless you, girlfriend, and James R. Jordan are the reasons why we have Michael Jordan's release in 1985. Because you know what his dad told him? His mother told him to go. You better go and listen to what Nike got to say. And you know when your mama say go, you go. And the dad said, you can't mess up on this deal, man. Ain't nothing else out there as big as this deal. Take it. These are the reason, these two, because Michael is very close to his family, is the reason why we are all able and wanting to cop sneakers to this day. So say that name. Dolores Jordan and James R. Jordan. These are the two signatures that we should be happy to have because they encourage Michael to sign with Nike. Hey, all right, here we go. See, a lot of people not staying because they don't know these answers, but now you do. Okay, last one. And then we're going to give somebody their flowers, and then I'm getting off because my head hurts. It is said that this person is the best pitch man. Hey, Will. Walk it, talk it. Hey, walk it, talk it, walk it, talk it. I like that. That the best picture, it is said that this person is the best pitchman for the Air Jordan brand. Who is he? 5 seconds. He's the best pitchman. And I'm going to tell you this. His most famous quote was, "It's the shoes, man. It's the shoes." If you said Spike Lee, you were correct. Spike Lee was coined one of the best pitchmen for the Air Jordan brand with his amazing movie Do the Right Thing, where he wore the Jordan 4s and somebody stepped on, was it his shoe or was it somebody else's shoe? But that is where we got the notion of, don't step on my Jordans or it's going to be a problem, man. But Spike Lee is one of the best pitchmen for the Air Jordan brand. A multitude of commercials that he was in with Michael Jordan. So that is amazing. Thank you, Spike Lee. You are amazing. Spike Lee is doing some big things with the Jordan brand as well, guys. He's actually a pioneer, spearheading one of the scholarships that is overseen by the Nike brand. And he is pulling that money back into the historical Black colleges, where they are putting a lot of that money into the journalism department and encouraging more African-American students to get into journalism, because that is not a Black dominated major. It is more of a Caucasian dominated major. So Spike Lee, shout out to Spike Lee. He's pushing a lot of money into the HBCUs with scholarships for people of color to study journalism. Clark Atlanta is one of them. And I think want to say Morehouse and Spelman is another one. So FYI up there to my seniors who need a scholarship. Okay, so we are wrapping up the show. I want to salute this amazing woman. She needs her own signature show. She is a mother of 5. She is a North Carolina native based. She is the mother to the GOAT. Shout out to Dolores Jordan Square, because she has now since remarried. Shout out to Dolores. We salute you here on Jays4Dayz. Dolores is the reason why Michael Jordan has his signature shoe. The movie Air, thank you to the producers and the creative directors and all the people, the staff and the actors and actresses that put that movie out there. Though no one was going to go see it if they thought it was all about her. So I'm glad that they added that marketing strategy twist to getting people like myself and my family. We took our whole family to see this movie in the movie theaters. And it was a nice way of knowing why Michael signed with Nike. If it was not for this lady right here, I don't know if most of us sneakerheads would have a collection with the Michael Jordan brand on it and have those wings as well as that stamp of approval of the Jumpman. So we salute you, Dolores Jordan Square, for encouraging your son to just go and listen. We salute you. We thank you for being a good mother. We thank you for being a pioneer. And we thank all of your philanthropy work that you and Michael have done within the Black communities, of all the giving back and all of the actual accolades towards empowering communities of disadvantaged communities. So we thank you. Everybody, send a shout out to Dolores Jordan Square. You are saluted here on Jays4Dayz. All right, y'all. That's it. It's a wrap, baby. We are out of here. It's a wrap. I want to thank you guys for tuning in, those who tuned in. It was an impromptu. I didn't go live last Sunday, so I wanted to make sure I went live this Sunday. I had a few people in the building. Thank you to the ones that came into the building when they saw that I was live. I totally appreciate you. Please make sure you subscribe. You hit that like button. Please share. Make sure you also, too, if you can, look at the chats, look at the comments. Make sure we all come together and we band against Sadie, the N-word. Obviously, the profile name is letting you know that this person does not like Black people. Made a very derogatory racist joke in the chat that I did. The StreamYard and YouTube banned from the chat, and they also banned him as well. But if you come across this user on your live, do not read anything that they say. This is a racist person, and they are out to sabotage your lives and just take you off of what you got going on, like they just did me. So, Sadie, may the karma that you presented on my show come right back to you and your future descendants to come. So, with that regard, I am going to go ahead and end. I want to thank you guys all, man, for coming into Thank you guys for tuning in with me today. Thank you. Please make sure that you become a part of the family. Next week, I will have a live guest. You don't want to miss out on her. Naya Lorraine is coming on the channel. She is one big time lady. I hope that this happens because I want her on here. I've had a few people I had lined up since July cancel on me. So it's almost like, listen, if I DM you and you know you can't do it, don't say yes. You know what I'm saying? Because I always pass up people who reach out to me and say, hey, can I get on? I'm like, I'm already backed up until the end of October, but let me reach out to you and get you on for November. I could have hit them on the show. You know, and I'm not saying that to be rude or disrespectful. I'm just saying, if you know you're not going to come on, and even though it's okay for you to tell me no, you will not hurt my feelings. Just say, no, I'm not interested, so I can move on and get the people who are supposed to be here. So thank you guys. Hope y'all have a good Sunday. And Jays4Dayz on Sunday. You better take that what? You better take that sip. Bye, y'all. Have a good Sunday. Peace out.